Now, here are your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Franti.
Favorite 2 hours of the week. I know it's our favorite 2 hours of the week. The Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show right here on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHDS, brought to you right here in our beautiful Vault Media Studios in Cherry Creek Mortgage. That's right, we built their own custom studios just for you, so we can now have even better quality, better sound, as long as that's working the right way. And all for you. You now have 3 cameras run by AP Productions. Furman sits behind the booth making us look good, and he's got his work cut out for him.
Absolutely.
Today you are going to want to pay attention to this show. I promise you that, because we are going to go over one of the hottest topics for almost anyone out there, because you want to talk about inflation. You want to talk about costs going up. Everybody thinks, we're a real estate and finance show. This has nothing compared to do for the cost that's going up for your children that are going to college or wish they could go to college. And anyone out there, I have so many of you out there, and a lot of you are friends that are trying to get the kids into college. Are going, have you seen what it costs?
Well, ultimately, that's why it's part of our finance hour, Don, because it does affect your finances.
Oh, my goodness. My goodness. And so we have 2 of the premier experts. We're talking the best of the best in all the state of California in helping prepare your students to go to the college of their dreams, to do a lot better on their SATs and ACTs, and how to just be better prepared. And we have Ryan Kiick and Rob Schwartz, and you've recognized that name. He's been on many times as our college prep and planning expert. These guys are the best of the best with Eureka Review and Princeton Review. And we're going to be going in deep with how, basically, your opportunities to improve the chances of your child getting into the college of their dreams and possibly saving you some dinero. That's right, saving you money. I wish I had a little cash register. Ka-ching, ching.
Oh, that's a jab, guys. Just by the way,
Yes.
Don's been trying to get me to get him one of those funny little boards so we can have all these sound effects. And somehow it hasn't been happening miraculously. Not
So
sure
I'm
why.
keep pushing on Gino. I'll just keep pushing him until he starts making noises until I get it. All right, so today's going to be a great, great day. So you can reach out to us many ways, but if you have to leave the car and you want to make sure you pay attention to what's going on, what's cool is you can watch, listen, and chat live with us. That's right. We have this live. We want to make sure that this is updated as much as possible. So you can go to donandgino.com, DonandGino.com, and click on the Listen and Chat Live button. And voila, you can enter the vault.
Yeah, and what's nice is also AP Productions will be rerunning the show. So if you'd like to take a look at the show on a rerun because you can't watch it right now, the way to find out when the rerun's going to be played is to go to our Facebook page. So just go to donandgino.com, click on the Facebook logo, and we'll let you know when the replay
I can't wait to get Rob in on this, because then we could talk about rerun. I know he remembers rerun.
Oh, come on now, guys. I'm not going to bring up rerun.
It was a show before most of your time, I'm sure. You think, Rob?
Well, are you serious? Come on now. 1970s are a long time ago, boys.
Yeah,
I was
no
gonna
doubt
say, I
about it.
vaguely remember something like
good
that.
old rerun. Okay, so let's get into it. Every week we start off with our word on wealth. Give you an idea of what's happening in the economy today that affects you here right in Santa Clarita, because national news, it's interesting, but it may not affect you right here. And we actually dissect it a little bit differently, because the media likes to put little political spins on things, and sometimes they don't know what the heck they're talking about.
Or the nice thing is I can guarantee you that we don't have any lobbyists paying us to do or say anything.
No. They're not paying us. Who's paying us? No one. We do this because we love giving you updates every week right here on the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show. We want to thank Cherry Creek Mortgage. And it's great being part of Real Estate Radio Network. We actually went to San Diego. We get trained to do this. You may not be able to tell when you listen to the show each week, but we get trained on a weekly basis from Real Estate Radio Network, which is a group of the very best real estate and financial professionals across the country, helping to rebuild the real estate market one market at a time. And Real Estate Radio Network's done a great job. We just spent 3 days down in San Diego getting some more refreshers.
Yeah, ultimately sharing best practices, right?
Yep.
And also finding out what's happening nationwide, because real estate, finances, everything's so unique in different areas that every microclimate is different, and that's why we have all these radio shows through the Real Estate Radio Network. So it was kind of nice to talk to other hosts and see what's going on in their areas, talk to new hosts that haven't launched their shows yet.
Yeah,
it was
good
just a
luck.
really yeah, it'll take a while before they
No,
we, of
they're
course
gonna
we
love it.
told them
They're
it's
gonna
going to
love
be easy, don't worry about it, you'll
Well,
be all right.
we've actually seen quite a few come and go because you have to be dedicated to it, as we are and as our guests. We've luckily, the fortunate thing for us is we just go out and find the best guests. We surround ourselves by brilliance. Therefore, we don't have to be as brilliant.
Yeah.
And that's why we have Rob Schwartz and Ryan Kiick here today with Eureka and Princeton Review. It's going to be amazing. These guys are some of the most sought-after speakers in all of the state regarding test prep and college planning. It's amazing. I can't wait to go into it.
Yeah,
It'll be
well,
very
let's
good.
wait just a little bit longer and jump into the word on Ralph real quick because
Ralph.
Ralph. Because a
Ralph.
lot of things have been changing in the economic climate, especially our Fed president.
Yeah.
And she came out yesterday.
She.
And
Isn't it
yeah,
just
notice
weird
that
saying
for the
she?
first time, right?
Yes.
Ever.
Yeah.
So she came out yesterday and gave a long, drawn-out speech. But we're going to summarize it for you and say, stay the course.
Yeah, that's it.
Everything that's been
No,
happening,
which is a good thing.
it's a good thing. We don't want a lot of change.
Predictability is what we need right now, and Janet Yellen, luckily, is going to stay the course from Ben Bernanke, and it's good. It's a good thing. The one thing that she did bring up regarding stay the course, one of the things that we have to bring up is basically they said that we're not going to raise rates until unemployment figures get better, and they kept throwing out this 6.5% unemployment figure. We were above 10, if we all remember, not too long ago. We were above 10% unemployment across the country, and now we're getting, we're around the 7% range, and now they're talking, well, it's getting closer to 6.5%. We have warned you that this 7% or this decrease in the unemployment is not. There's a little bit of smoke and mirrors going on because of the fact that a lot of the baby boomers are getting out of the industry. It's not jobs created; it's people getting out of the industry. Therefore, there's less people without jobs.
Yeah, and so ultimately what we expect is that, and let's clarify that they're talking about short-term interest rates, right? They're talking about prime, they're talking about
credit cards.
they're talking about the overnight rate to the banks, they're talking about those kinds of rates. They're not talking about mortgage rates. Mortgage rates are a different vehicle that moves along with those rates.
Yeah, we control those. Don and Gino control those rates. Just call us and we'll let you know if we're going to raise or lower the rates for you.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Actually, no, we just make sure you know when to take advantage of these rates.
That's
and
right.
Right now is a great time. But ultimately, the thing is that those short-term rates do have an impact on almost everything in the economy. So they might take a little longer to raise those. So I would say continue to watch the tapering, which we've seen is going to stay consistent. And I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction.
Tapering, just so you know, is a reduction in the stimulus, the amount of mortgage-backed securities and treasuries that they're purchasing.
So I'm going to make a prediction here. I don't think we'll see an increase in short-term rates until after all the tapering is complete. So we've got $65 billion to take off the table still before that happens.
No doubt. And we were backed up by one of our really a great guest of ours who's been on the show. He's a well-known economist across the country, Elliot Eisenberg, and we're going to have him back on the show here. And he agreed with us, basically. He just put out a statement stating that, be careful, you're going to hear, if we get near 6.5%, that they may raise rates, but he doesn't see it happening either. So he agrees with us as well. It's kind of nice to be backed up by a nationally known economist.
And he's pretty funny as well.
Yes, Laughs and Graphs. That's his tagline. You can go find him at laughsandgraphs.com. And Elliot Eisenberg, good guy. All right, so today, as we promised, we're going to get in deep on college planning, test prep with Ryan Kiick, Robert Schwartz, with not just Eureka Review, but also Princeton Review. This just has a nice ring to it. I wanted to go to Princeton, but I went to Cal State Northridge instead. And it's all right. We've got some great information for you. Do not go away. We're going to be back in just a couple minutes.